Hi, Michelle here from Straw-Bearie Designs, and today I'm going to show you how to do some color smooshing to make some really cool backgrounds. I'm trying to build my YouTube channel, so if you enjoy my channel, please let me know what kinds of crafting videos you might like, and hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with others. So the first thing you do is you want to pick some colors of ink that you want to use. It's best to pick colors of ink that are next to each other on the color wheel. Then you take the ink and you just smoosh it down onto your silicone mat. Now if you don't have a silicone mat, you could use maybe a cutting board, one of the smooth ones from the dollar store, or maybe even, oh, this one's not very inky. Maybe even a sheet of contact paper. That's what I was looking for. Then I'm going to take just some plain water and I'm going to squirt it. And I can pick up my mat and I can kind of try to move the colors around. Maybe a little bit more water to do that. Let the colors blend just a little bit if I want. And then I pre-cut a bunch of regular 8.5 by 11 cheap cardstock into fourths. So each one is 5.5 by 4.25. I just cut them in half and then cut them in half the other way. And now you do the smoosh. You just take it and you lay it in your colors and you pick it up and you get a cool design. And then there's extra water on your mat, so you can like add colors. Like there's a whole bunch of yellow there, so I'm going to try to pick up some red over in that section. There's a whole bunch of orange there, so let's grab a little yellow. And you just kind of pick up the rest of the color just by smooshing it down. I would let this completely dry or use another card before you go put your ink pads on it again. You could just wipe it up with a paper towel, or you could wipe it up with another card and then go back and do another layer on it later. Now, this first time, I just used really cheap inks that I've had for probably 10 years or so, maybe even longer, to show you that you don't have to have expensive inks or anything. A lot of people will show this type of technique with the Tim Holtz inks. So here is my Tim Holtz Distress inks. This one's Barn Door. And I do like, when I'm using the minis, to kind of circle it a little bit, because if not, you get square patterns. And I should have done the yellow first. It's best to do the light color first, just in case you accidentally touch something else. So this is mustard seed, and this one is spiced marmalade. So I'm still using a red, yellow, and an orange. I'm gonna spray it with water, and colors just don't want to run today. You can let them run a little bit. And I'm just gonna take a card that I've cut, smush it down. Now I will say that this red is much more vivid than the one that I did with the cheap ink, and the orange as well. So these colors do seem to work a little bit better with this, but this is still very pretty. Now, once you have this, you can let it dry. And I'm going to go back now with the one that I wiped up before, and I'm going to wipe up this one. Get some of those colors on there. Try to clean my board with it. And I just have my silicone mat on Dollar Tree foam. It helps when I'm rubber stamping to have a little cushion. Not really necessary for this project, but that's just where I keep mine. Okay, so I maybe did a little too much, it's got a little too much orange, so I can add another layer on top of that. I wanted to show you some that I made and some that a little girl that came to visit, well, a teenage girl that came to visit me made yesterday using purples and blues. Now, you could use these backgrounds, a real simple background like this. You could put a painting on top of it. That would look beautiful. Maybe a quote, and then you could frame it. These are pretty warped, so you might want to put them under some books to flatten them, or maybe even take out your iron to iron them. You could also use them as my whole purpose for this as the background for some cards, which is what I was doing here. I was making some graduation thank you cards, and I was using these as backgrounds for some cards that I was making. And you can even cut them in pieces for your backgrounds, or you could cut some of these like this one, even though maybe it has more orange than I wanted to, and it doesn't maybe look that great as a full sheet of orange. If I cut some leaves out of this for fall, this would look beautiful. It would give the leaves some texture and some dimension, and that would be a really pretty thing to do with this, is to use this to die cut some leaves out. Anyway, that's all for today. This is Michelle with StrawBearie Designs. I hope that you enjoyed this. Again, please like, share, subscribe, and tell all your friends, and comment. And in your comments, tell me what kind of video you might want to see next. Thanks for watching. Have a great day crafting away.